Hello, all my lovely Geminis, and welcome to your reading. This is going to be your July 2020 predictions video, and we're going to go ahead and dive in and see what the month of July has in store for you guys. So whether you are a Gemini or you have Gemini in your chart, whether this is your sun, moon, rising, then this is going to be the video for you, okay? So I have gone ahead and shuffled your cards. We're going to go ahead and start with your tarot cards, and then we will go through your oracle cards together. If you are brand new to my channel, hi and welcome. My name is Alyssa, and on my channel, I enjoy making tarot pick a card readings and tarot readings like this. So if you happen to enjoy today's video, then I asked you to please consider subscribing to the channel, like the video, so that way I'm able to reach other beautiful souls like yourself. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in. So I'm going to go ahead and move these off to the side. We're going to start with your tarot cards, and we are going to see what the month of July has in store for you. Okay, so we have the Nine of Swords, the Strength card, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, the Temperance card, and Seven of Wands. Okay, so Gemini, what is going on for you guys this month? Okay, so right off the bat, kind of just what I'm getting is I'm getting that this is going to be a month of you kind of stepping in to your own strength and really kind of like rebalancing yourself. There's a definite sense of imbalance here, and I'm going to kind of talk about what that means a little bit more specifically here. So the way I like to read, the cards is I kind of like to go in chronological order. So I usually do this more so at the beginning of the month, middle, and end. So we're going to start right here with the beginning of the month. So you guys have the Nine of Swords and the Strength card. So to me, right off the bat with the Nine of Swords, this talks about, something kind of weighing pretty heavy on your mind. This could be causing you to have, a little bit of anxiety, a sense of worry, even maybe self-doubt. This could even cause you just to kind of feel just kind of like overwhelmed even at times. Like it's just whatever the situation was or is, it's just something that you almost can't really shake. Like you're just giving a lot of thought and energy into it, and it's almost like it's not really doing you any good. I get the strong sense that this is something that happened, I want to say like it's in the past tense. So it's like you're contemplating like why did it work out that way, or like why didn't it work out this way. It's almost kind of like playing the what ifs in your mind. Okay, and that's where that comes in. But what's interesting here is that you also have the Strength card, and I feel like this is more so you stepping in to your own inner strength. So it's almost like you've weathered the storm and you're able to kind of like rise above it. Now I feel like this is kind of where you're going to be at. Like this might have been you maybe within the past month, just kind of feeling very worn from this situation. And it very may well still have kind of trickled into the beginning of this month as well. But I really get, because of this Strength card, I really feel like this is kind of where you're more so stepping into. So like this is you just trying to kind of like regain your sense of power, your just kind of like you retaking back a little bit of yourself, almost like you're no longer allowing this to kind of like weigh heavy on your mind. Like, you know what, I'm ready to move on, kind of a thing. So that's where I see, the Strength card coming into play, which I think is beautiful with this, being paired together. Okay. So that's that for the beginning. Now here in the middle of the month, we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this to me is really what kind of tipped me off a little bit, as well as the Temperance card, about things kind of feeling a little out of balance. When the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse, this is kind of like a huge indicator that things aren't where they should be or where you would want them to be. Okay. And that's, like I said, where that kind of like out of balance comes into play. Okay. This is also going to be really, I feel like for a lot of you, more so a time where you might feel a little isolated, and that could be just kind of speaking to that Nine of Swords energy, like if this is still something that's kind of weighing on you, from this situation, you might feel like you've kind of like maybe isolated yourself a little bit because it's been something that has been weighing on you for a minute. And this can also indicate that you might just be trying to distract yourself by maybe working, just trying to submerge yourself into maybe, like I said, just work, really just trying to stay busy with that, not really giving anyone else time or attention. It's just like, it's like I said, it's just more so looking for like a distraction, just to kind of help work you through this situation. Now, even though that I think is beneficial for some people, to kind of distract themselves a little bit, just so that way they're not thinking solely on a situation that they had no control over, or that, something that was in the past. It's still good to try to find a good balance with that. And I think that's where that Temperance card really comes into play here. Okay. So towards the end of the month, we have Temperance and the Seven of Wands. So Temperance is really that. It's all about, regaining your sense of balance. Okay. Really just kind to, have like even a sense of like patience as well. So like kind of just understanding that, what, right now is not the time to like really rush anything. Now's not the time to just, like I said, rush or just kind of like go right into the next thing just to distract yourself fully. This is the time to just kind of, give yourself time to really let things kind of seep in, recollect your thoughts, kind of maybe give yourself a sense of clarity, even because there has been so much weighing on the mind lately. This might be a really good time just to even maybe take up yoga or do something that's going to just help you clear your mind. And that will kind of help reinstill that, inner strength that you have. Okay. Now, what's interesting about having the Seven of Wands here as well with the Temperance card is that this is going to be, I feel like, where your strength is going to be almost like challenged in a way, because this is going to be you kind of like stepping into your own, like as far as like helping you get into that like rebalance stage. Okay. This is going to be where you might feel like the world is against you, or you might feel like you're being attacked, or that you're having to stand your ground even, against all odds, or against, whatever maybe naysayers may be saying to you while you're going through this process. And if that's the case, this is just a good reminder to remind yourself like, no, you are strong. You're meant to do, or you're meant to follow this path. You're meant to go down this road. You weren't meant to stay in the past. You were meant to continue to move forward. Okay. And if you have people, or if you feel as if though people are, making specific judgments, or they're saying certain comments or whatever that might hinder you, don't allow it to. If anything, I think this is a good time just to remind yourself to surround yourself with people who support you, who motivate you. And then this won't feel like you're having to prove anything. Okay. This will, if anything, just kind of empower you to continue to go back into, who you are as a person. And this will ultimately kind of get you back into that state of balance as you're trying to get. Okay. So as I mentioned, I may not know 100% what this specific is as far as what could have been weighing on your mind initially. But I definitely see here this transformation for you of just trying to get back into your inner strength for this month. Okay. And like I said, just be patient, do what you can to just try to help get yourself back into balance and trying to ground yourself. I think that's going to help you tremendously. And especially if you get to this point where you feel like your strength is being challenged, you can kind of meet it more so head on and be more prepared, rather than feeling like, am I good enough, or am I able to handle what's being thrown at me? Okay. So that's where I see here for the end of the month. Now let's go ahead and take a look at your oracle cards. We can get a little bit more clarification with everything. So for your first oracle cards, we have the Moonology Oracle, and we have Full Moon in Leo. Don't let pride get in your way. Okay, so yeah, if you have any, self-doubt, or if there is any pride, as I mentioned with that 7 of Wands, feeling like your strength is going to be tested. And anytime I see the strength card really is ruled by Leo. So it's funny that we have the full moon in Leo here talking about not letting pride get in your way. Okay. So like, don't let, any doubt or, negativity kind of seep in to, prevent you from getting where you're wanting to go, and this can include your pride as well in regards to you trying to just, stand up for yourself, or you just trying to regain that inner strength. Next, we have new moon in Scorpio. Work through your fears. So yeah, for some of you, this is going to be definitely a good time for you to kind of overcome any obstacles or any fear that has kind of hindered you in the past, okay? As I mentioned, your strength is for sure going to be tested here. So that can include your fears as well. It's kind of like, am I good enough, or am I capable of doing this? All of that. So this is going to be a month, I feel like, where that is truly going to be maybe put to the test. And I feel like you guys are strong enough to overcome any challenges that come your way. So I definitely do see that for you. You just kind of have to remind yourself of that you can overcome anything. Okay. All right. Next we have break free. Try different ventures and experiences as a way to grow and learn. Okay, this is beautiful because yes, this is all about kind of breaking free from any negativity, working through those fears as we just talked about. Okay, and then we have rest. You've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. Okay, so yeah, so just like this this Queen of Pentacles, as we talked about earlier, you might be trying to overwork yourself or just try to keep yourself busy, maybe as a sense of distraction. So this is just a reminder, what? Don't overdo it. Give yourself time to rest through this process as well. Okay, so next we have adversity. I accept that challenges are the best way to learn. Okay, so again, this is just definitely that, you're going to go through some challenges, but this is the only way that you grow, the only way that we learn from our experiences. We have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. Okay, so yeah, this is very powerful. I definitely take it more so as like, if you have been going through this situation or whatever the situation was that has been weighing on you. For some of you, yeah, it might feel very emotional. You might be feeling very grief-stricken. This could be some sense of a loss. This could be something that was completely out of your control. Okay, and it's one of those things where once you kind of are able to work through, the cloudiness or the fogginess of it all, that's when you can kind of, reevaluate and take a different look with a little bit more clarity and realize, this is an opportunity to just kind of like appreciate what you had instead of what you lost. Okay. And then we have forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Okay, so this may require you guys to forgive someone, or just to, maybe even forgive yourself, depending on the situation. If you are holding on to any bit of resentment or anything, any negative feelings, so to speak, that's really what's going to kind of hold you back. That's where I think your strength will be tested a lot more. It might feel like it's being tested more because it might ask you to really look at yourself and be like, okay, am I holding on to something that maybe I should have let go? Or am I not forgiving something that maybe I should have forgiven in order for me to be able to truly break free and move on? Okay. So let's see what else we have. So the next 3 cards, we have look ahead, visionary, planning, and preparation. Okay. So this is all about staying very optimistic, looking to the future. Okay. We have conflict, discord, disagreement, common ground. Okay, so I feel like this is just kind of speaking to what has been weighing on you. Okay, and if conflict does arise from the 7 of Wands, if you feel like you're being tested, or if you have people that might just like kind of challenge you to, so to speak, that's where that can kind of come into play. But this is all about you kind of standing your ground as well. Okay, and then we have dreaming. Gifts, receiving dreams. So I feel like for dreaming, for those of you, like I said, this whole situation has kind of just been weighing on your mind, and really kind of pay attention to your dreams. I feel like this might really kind of give you a little bit more clarity, as well as far as like how you can try to overcome or rebalance yourself through this process. Okay. So the next cards we have help, I need somebody. Don't feel you have to do everything yourself. Reach out and ask for the help you need. Okay. So that's very important too, because like I said, this is kind of going to be a time where you are trying to refocus, rebalance yourself. And if you are kind of overworking yourself, this might be a good time to just ask for assistance if need be. You know, you don't have to take everything on 100%. We have ascendant in the limelight. Whether by marriage, pregnancy, or promotion, the spotlight is on you. It's your time to shine. Okay. So yeah, so definitely, you know, take this time as, you know, you rediscover your inner strength. Take this time to own it. You know, like really, you know, show that you're here for a reason, that you've gotten to this point for a reason, and it's okay to relish in that. Okay. We have all in the family. A change is occurring in your home or family. This transition is divinely guided. Okay, so this situation could regard something from the home or family. Okay, so that's where that can kind of come into play for some of you. And then we have the doctor is in. Reach out to a qualified professional to mend or gently end an intimate relationship in your life. Okay, so for some of you, that very well could be it. This situation could be actually involving with a family member or from just like your home life. So if this is dealing with, you know, a specific change in the family dynamic within your personal relationship, okay, then this is the time where, yeah, either you can break free or that you are trying to move on from this situation. You know, that to me is just kind of shows how you can try to step back into your inner strength. Okay. All right. For your last two oracle cards, we have reflect, peer into the endless ocean and see what peers back. Okay. So like, as I mentioned a little bit earlier, like this is going to be really a time for you guys to do a little bit of self-discovery. You know, as you tap into your inner strength or you kind of regain your power, so to speak, there is going to be a lot of you reflecting. Okay. This is going to be a time where you're really going to be able to look inside yourself and see what it is that you want. And, you know, trusting your intuition on top of that, you know, trusting that, you know what, I need to do what I can to get myself right, to get myself back into balance. And that's where I think that reflect card comes into play. And then we have the ocean. Be beautiful, mysterious, wild, and free. Okay. I look at this as like, you know, be unapologetic, you know, like feel free to be you. Be your most true, authentic self. Don't apologize for that. You reclaiming your sense of power, you know, your sense of strength is nothing to apologize for. If anything, that should be celebrated. That should be, you know, admired. And I know, you know, Gemini, it might feel a little tough in the beginning to kind of get to this point, but you guys have so much, I feel, inner strength within you that you're going to get yourself there. Okay. And you guys are more powerful than you think. So Gemini, that was your reading. Definitely let me know if this resonated with you in the comment section down below. I would love to hear from you guys. If you enjoyed today's video, please go ahead and consider giving it a thumbs up. It truly helps out the channel. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. It means the world to me having you guys click on the video, watch, like, comment, and subscribe. And I just want to say again, thank you so much. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.